Hello YouTube, EasyGoingMC back with another Minecraft video. Today, we're on episode 6 of Solar SMP. So guys, in the last episode we fought the Ender Dragon. That was quite the failure, but you know what, I fought it again and I actually got an Elytra. And actually this is my second one because I also found one in the End City, but I had an unfortunate incident in the Nether and died. So yeah, what we're going to be doing in this episode is we're going to be working on the base. So I actually already recorded the first clip for this episode, and I was originally going to build a mob farm. However, I decided that I was going to build it above like where the tree is going to be, but I decided that wouldn't look good. So what I want to do in this episode is start working on our base, and we can potentially start laying the tracks for a mob farm. But I want to have... Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Oh, oh, gotcha. Oh, it's... Oh, my mouse is not working right now. Okay, we'll run over here then. So yeah, what we're going to do is work on the base a little bit more in this episode, and yeah, hopefully get some of that done. I'm not really sure why my FPS is horrible right now, but that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? But yeah, so what we're going to be doing is just working on the base a little bit, and yeah, it should be good. And I have to end this clip a little short because my mouse is not functioning. And the next clip will have some more tidbits of info I wanted to get out. Alright guys, you probably can't tell, but that tree is now about like 15 blocks taller, if not more. So that tree is, I think it's tall enough. We want it a little bit short and stout, but now we're going to start working on the canopy, because I feel like we need that tree in and know what the dimensions of it are before we can start planning out our base and where we can have mob farms and things like that. So I'm going to get going, guys. I'm going to harvest a bunch of leaves. I have a bunch of iron and shears already ready to go. And yeah, I'm going to craft this up. We're going to use acacia leaves just to fit in with the theme. And yeah, it should be good. We should get a ton of wood from this too, and we can use that to decorate. I went to Google Images for some inspiration. And yeah, there was some that looked really cool, like they're much more complicated base. But those are pretty hard to do. And there's one I saw, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like a baobab tree. And I just like the canopy a lot. So I think we're going to go with that design. It's going to have to be a huge canopy though. That's all I know. But yeah, I'm going to get going, guys, and I'll be back in just one moment. So, guys, as you can see, we're up on top of the canopy or whatever. And yeah, as you can tell, we've done a lot of work. So originally I was going to freehand the circle, but then eventually I relented and just looked up a 43 width. Yeah, I looked up a 43 width circle. What does he even mean? Yeah, it's working pretty well. I have to say I'm quite fond of it so far. It looks a little odd, but it looks better than it did, for sure. So, yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to continue to work on this, and we're going to basically build it up on top and start to droop it down a little bit. Eventually, we'll also kind of connect it up and make it just a little more fluid. And yeah, it should turn out to be, well, pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do, guys, I actually ran out of leaves halfway through that. So I'm going to collect up some more. And yeah, I'll be back once I'm farther along with the canopy. Alright guys, so we're back, and as you can see, it is nighttime. But yeah, so we've done quite a bit. So yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm checking out in game mode 3 just to get a better scope of it. Just so you guys know, I think we are going to allow camera accounts, so this is totally okay in terms of cheating wise. I'm not viewing stuff. But yeah, and if I fall down, I climb up, obviously. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. It could use some work there. But yeah, I probably will get a camera account so I don't have to constantly switch. That'll probably be when we move server hosts, though. But yeah, this is looking very, very fine. I am really enjoying it. Just could use a little more work there, which I think is probably good now. But yeah, so obviously, as you probably can tell, all those leaves are gone. That's because I've sort of changed my mind a little bit. So it wasn't looking good. Whatever I did, it wasn't working. I think I could have made it work good, but I've never done a build like this before, so I think I should start a little smaller. And we're going to make a dead baobab tree. So we're going to have, there's actually this one picture that of an actual one that has a bunch of branches going off like this everywhere. So we're going to have like 4 or 5 of those on ours. But then we're going to actually make it look like we did some work here by, you know, making it our own. So we're going to put some stone slabs here. And then like so. And this will look, dang it. Ooh, I have fire rockets. Yes, I managed to get a couple pieces of gunpowder. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to build a bit of a spire, a very tall spire, but it's going to look good, I think. So basically what we need to do is, we need to place wood down, like so, like two. So it's going to look like kind of like we formed this into the tree almost. And then we're going to do this again. And I think this is going to look actually really good now I'm looking at it again. So we're just going to continue this pattern of this 1.5 block gap in between layers. And I think it's going to end up looking very good if I say so myself. So guys, I'm going to finish up the tower, maybe do a couple more branches, and I'll be back to you once I'm done with that. So guys, as you can see, a little more work has been done on the tree slash spire slash whatever this thing is going to be. So yeah, originally this was going to be a baobab tree, but I sort of decided that having a live, I didn't want to do a live tree. I think I said that in the last one, it was just too hard. Maybe in the future we could have one, but I think for now we're going to keep this like a dead, modernized slash like we live in it now kind of tree. So we have this giant tree, and that's not looking the best. We're going to have to do some detailing and stuff like that on that in the future, but I think we're done for it for today. 1 second, while I sleep, I'm just going to talk about a couple things. So number one, Happy New Year, guys. This is actually January 1st, 2018. So yeah, I cannot believe that it's the new year. And yeah, I'm really excited for this upcoming year. This is a big year for me. Yeah, I'm applying to schools. All sorts of stuff is going to happen in this year. But yeah, it's a big deal. I'm excited. And I have a lot of plans for my channel. So 2017 was a great year for my channel. I started in October 2016, and I actually gained like 10 subscribers, so most of my growth has been in the past year. And yeah, I'm really excited to continue to grow. We're at 94 subscribers, so thank you so much for the support, guys. I hope we can hit 100 by the end of the month. But yeah, one other thing I want to talk about, guys, is I'm going to buy a new mic soon. So as you can tell, despite my best efforts, this mic really isn't the best. So I'm going to invest money. It's after Christmas, it's a little more stable now. I'm going to invest money in a whatever, blue snowball USB mic. Many YouTubers use that. They find it really good. So I think I'm going to invest the $60, even just $50 into it. And I really do think it's going to be worth it in the long run. So also, coming back to the tree, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these dead curling branches, like 4 or 5 of them around the front. I added that nice curl to it. I think that looks great. But yeah, I think it's looking good. What we want to do in the front is I'll probably continue to add some details and stuff like that, make it kind of look like a house almost. Like add some stone brick stuff maybe. And also I'm going to add windows going throughout. But I want to do a little bit more stuff now, guys. I want to work on the other parts of the base. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to build the center area surrounding this tree. We're also going to light up the inside of it. As you can see, it's quite deadly right now. But we're going to do a little terraforming, sort of figure this out, and I'll be back once I've done that. Alright guys, we're back, and as you can see, I've done a bit more work on the base. So I've laid out a circle. It's actually the same dimensions as that canopy was. So the circle did come in handy. But yeah, I want this base to be very circular, have a lot of circles and stuff in it. I don't know why, I just think it'd look decent. But yeah, so far so good. I'm working on filling in this area of sandstone, but unfortunately I've run out of sandstone. So I think we'll come back to this in a later episode. This episode sort of had just working on a bunch of projects in the base that need to get done. Not doing one, but doing several. So this next project we're going to do is we're going to work on some storage, because our storage situation has gone out of hand. So what we need to do, guys, is we need to start work on the interior of the base by crafting a bunch of chests and getting down at it. It's going to be a little difficult to sort of figure out how I want to do this, but I think I have a decent idea. Alright guys, we're back, and as you can see, we have a bit of work done in here. So I have this nice staircase going up the center. Our next staircase will most likely, I don't know, it's going to be a little difficult, but it's going to kind of like head up. Here, I have a better idea. This is just going to be level. This will be level, and then it's just going to head up in like this direction, sort of diagonal, and then it's going to meet like so. We'll have another floor up there. This is going to be a bit of an interesting base. I'm not really sure how it's going to pan out. This area, I'm not sure how much is going to be used, but it's going to be sort of windy. Not too much useful stuff going on here, just sort of decorations and things like that, which is why I put my storage on the bottom. So yeah, I think the plan for this season storage for the long foreseeable future is we're going to be using just standard chests like this. We might expand downwards a little bit, maybe a little more upwards. But we're going to use shulker boxes. So when you get like a shulker box full of dirt, we'll just put a shulker box in. And we'll be able to store hundreds upon thousands of items in just this small amount. So we'll be a little more manual, but it'll save on lag. And yeah, it'll just look a little better, and it fits in quite nicely, if I say so myself. I do like this little storage system. But so far, I've basically done I've started labeling stuff. So this all is just for stones, because there's cobblestone, andesite, diorite, all sorts of stuff. Then we have dirts, and we have ores, we have tools, armors, weapons, valuables, farm stuff. I guess we can make a redstone one. Oh, a nether. I think a nether would go better there. Nether items. So yeah, also, speaking of which, you might see I have a bunch of ender pearls on me. That's because I was actually, oh, I have a, well, no, that's not his wood. But I was helping Dom, or not Dom, it's just the fella. Dom has been watching my videos for a long time. He's not part of the SMP, so what's up, man? I'm sure you're watching. But yeah, so I helped him out finish his ender after I did like a half hour to an hour end city raiding session. I want to show you the loot I've gotten. So it's really good. I'm really happy. We have loot tables in place, so you're guaranteed one shell at least, and you're there's like a 50-50 chance or so for 2. Eventually, we'll make it a 100% chance for 2. But I got a stack and 23 shells, which is excellent. All of this stuff, 2 elytra. I missed one of the dragon heads. I forgot to get it, actually. But that's okay. They're pretty much useless. There's nothing much in there. And tons of armor, things like that. So we got a ton of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to work more on the moving some items over there, guys. And I'll be back once I'm done. Alright, guys. We're back and... Oops. 1 second. Yeah, so what we've done so far, we've actually done a lot, is I've sort of scrapped that dead tree idea. This is sort of trial and error, and I basically made it much lower. So this tree is going to be a lot smaller, but it's going to be more like a baobab tree and more interesting. So you can see I've done a lot of work, but I'll get to this in a second. So actually, 1 sec. There we go. So if we hop on in here, we'll have to make a better doorway at some point. But we can see that we've basically moved everything over. I actually need to put this stuff away. I did another end city raiding. I raided 2 cities, got like 32 more shulker boxes. I actually have quite a lot now. So yeah, it's working out pretty well, if I say so myself. But yeah, it's pretty decent to get all this nice loot and things like that. But yeah, what we're doing outside right now, I actually need to grab some more acacia wood, which the good thing about getting rid of most of this, we'll sleep her first. The good thing about mining this down by like 10 blocks. 1 sec, you could make it a community project. So one of the advantages, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So one of the advantages to mining all this down was I got a ton more acacia wood back. So I can use for like decorating. This doesn't look good. It's too symmetrical there. But I sort of got better as it went on. And yeah, I quite like this, sort of. And then we're also going to have roots coming out. So I sort of did one over there, but it's actually pretty easy to build them. You sort of just start and you can get them like too thick. And use netherrack as scaffolding. And then you sort of just go down the line like so. I actually want this one to be tilted this way. And you sort of just make this sprawling mess almost, like something like that almost. then you can add a little extra, and it's actually quite easy. It's actually quite soothing, honestly, if I'm being real. There we go. I think that looks decent-ish. Yeah, it's a little big, but it's okay to have some big roots in here. I think we actually should reduce this by just a tad. There we go. So we're going to make roots sort of like this one, just sort of sprawling out into the sandstone area. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, that looks decent. So we're going to continue to work on the base of the tree, and then we'll probably wrap up the episode once I've sort of finished this, or once I run out of wood. So I'll be back in just 1 minute. So as you guys can probably tell, I finished up the base of the tree. So we have a ton of roots coming out of it. It looks quite nice. It's not as like uniform anymore. It's more randomized and like natural. And yeah, it's pretty good. I gotta say, I'm quite happy about it. So yeah, that's basically all we're gonna do in this episode. Yeah. So I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things real quick. So I want to get your feedback. So let me know. What do you think it looks good? Or if you have anything I can improve? Obviously, the canopy's not done in the slightest, but I think I'm on the right track to make a decent tree now. It looks less like a giant uniform cylinder of acacia wood and more like a giant centerpiece tree of my base. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully I can get up to this spot. Alright, I got it now. But yeah, so we're gonna quickly mine these leaves. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. So now we can swiftly pop down. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, we're gonna try to ender pearl this. Okay, can we do this? Alright. I think so. I think that's good. Nope. Oh. There, that was better. Okay, now we're on top. Alright, let me get some of these leaves. Ooh, how are we gonna get that one? Well, that'll be a challenge for me another day. But yeah, this is gonna conclude the episode as the sun sets. In the next episode, we'll continue to work on the tree. We'll probably try to finish the tree up in the next episode. That'll be our goal for episode 7 already. Quite surprising. But yeah, so far so good, if I'd say so myself. I really like the base of it. Of course, the orange is a little weird, but we can't really do anything about that because, yeah, I don't know. But other than that, guys, I hope you have an easygoing day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.